Most people know the story of how the Titanic sank. But almost nobody knows that just minutes before the disaster, a mysterious message was received and ignored. And what was written on that message, or more importantly, what was missing from it, still confuses historians to this day. The RMS Titanic left Southampton in April 1912 as the world's most luxurious and supposedly unsinkable ship. But hidden behind all the excitement and fanfare, the crew had already been receiving an unusual number of iceberg warnings. Now, these warnings weren't entirely rare for the North Atlantic, but one particular message, sent from another ship traveling the same route, stood out. It was short, it was urgent, and the exact wording has been debated for over 100 years. Some historians claim the message warned of a strange ice field shaped like a wall. Others insist it mentioned a mass of dark, still shapes floating ahead in the darkness. And one researcher believes it referred to something far more mysterious, something that didn't behave like normal ice at all. Whatever it said, it was clearly an attempt to sound an alarm. But here's the twist, the critical detail that changes everything. The message never reached the Titanic's bridge. The wireless operator on duty that night, a man named Jack Phillips, was completely swamped. He was dealing with a massive backlog of personal messages from wealthy first-class passengers who wanted to send greetings to friends and family on shore. Frustrated by the interruption, he reportedly told the other ship's operator to keep out because the frequency was too busy. Just moments later, the mysterious sender stopped trying. Their ship, the SS Californian, was so close that its lights were visible from the Titanic's deck. After their warning was brushed off, they stopped for the night, surrounded by ice. By morning, they had passed through the area completely unharmed. The Titanic, of course, was gone. So, why did their warnings sound so different from all the others? What did they see that night that other ships didn't? For decades, this question went unanswered. But then, deep-sea exploration teams studying the Titanic wreck site found evidence suggesting that the waters that night were experiencing a rare and bizarre atmospheric phenomena. This condition can create powerful optical illusions, making a calm, flat sea look like open black space and making massive icebergs appear nearly invisible, blending them into the starry sky. This phenomenon might explain the strange wording of the message. The crew of the Californian could have been trying to describe something they couldn't logically explain. But it might not be the full story. Because recently, while analyzing the official logs from the sending ship, researchers found something even more interesting, something that adds another layer to this century-old mystery. The original warning telegram, the one Phillips ignored, is missing a line. An entire sentence has been removed. Nobody knows what it said, why it was removed, or who removed it. The official copy logged by the Marconi Company, which handled all wireless transmissions, is incomplete. Some think the line was deleted because it contained an observation that sounded too unbelievable to be taken seriously, something that would have made the operator look foolish. Others believe it was simply lost in transcription, a clerical error in a moment of high stress. But a small, dedicated group of maritime historians argue for a different theory. They believe the missing line may have been the crew's attempt to describe an unusual visual effect, one that modern scientists call a superrefraction mirage. This is a real, documented phenomenon that can warp the horizon and completely hide obstacles at sea, even enormous ones like icebergs. It acts like a natural form of camouflage. If that's true, then the Titanic may have been sailing directly into a natural optical trap that even its experienced lookouts couldn't detect. A trap that the mysterious message was desperately trying to describe, but the crucial part of the warning never fully reached the captain. The part that might have explained why they couldn't see what was right in front of them. The Titanic sank that night, taking over 1,500 souls with it, and the missing line from that final warning remains one of the ship's quietest and most haunting mysteries. Over a century later, the world still asks, what exactly did that lost message warn about? And why was it erased from the historical record? Until someone someday discovers the full, original telegram, the truth stays underwater. Just like the Titanic. If you want more hidden mysteries like this one, make sure you follow because the next story we're exploring is even stranger. Thanks for watching.